Hello, my name is Nicholas Farkas, and I'm here to present drink service on behalf of Group 1, which is Abigail Noyes and Nicholas Farkas. So, first, let's get into it. Introducing the new drink service version 2, which, why did we choose drink service? We had a lot of projects we could choose from. Why did we choose the drink service? So, me and Professor Myers talked at length about different business intelligent aspects of this application that could be utilized, and data that we were collecting for this project and that wasn't necessarily being utilized. So I wanted to utilize it and create a model to help recommend drinks to our customers, along with a couple new features and a lot of bug fixes. We have completely redefined what it means to use this tool. So when we go to the downloads, same as usual, it can be found on our website, which is a zip file, because Tkinter doesn't like to use the images that we created. So we have hosted a zip file along with the model and the databases for you to download and run locally. So let's quickly just go over some of the functionality, which might be review to some people, but first off, we would like to start with user authentication, which we did improve, creation of new drinks, which had a couple bug fixes and improvements, selling drinks, which has almost the biggest improvement, storing recipes, inventory management, employee management, data collection, and we finally did something with that data, and we created a machine learning suggestion service. So what exactly is new? Well, to just go through a couple things, we added a new quit button, which might not seem like a big deal now, but when using the drink service, we kind of noticed that it was hard when quitting the drink service because you had to click out of all the different tabs just to leave the program. So we made it simple. From the home page, you can quit the service and completely shut down the program. A new file selector. Professor Myers did talk to me about a library that lets you select files within Tkinter, and I took that to heart and implemented the file selector, along with a lot of bug fixes, which we'll get into in the demo, and of course the machine learning recommendation, which we will talk more about later. So from there, let's get straight into a demo. Just running it from my local machine. So first we start with the agreement screen. Same as last time. If you deny the agreement, it won't let you in the program, but if you agree, then you have to adhere to all these requirements. So let's agree. From there, you have to come into our login and put in your username. Mine is nfarkas, and my very secure password. All right, let's submit. So from here, you might be able to see the change that we've made on this home screen, which was a slight change, but a very needed change. And that's this quit program button. This wasn't here before, and when you needed to quit the program before, you would have to X out of all the individual tabs systematically, but here, just one button destroys all the tabs. So let's start with creation of a new drink. So creation of a new drink, the screen almost looks the same, but there is a couple improvements. So if we go into, we're going to create a custom drink. Let's just for simplicity's sake, go ABC for the ingredients and the measurements being 1, 2, 3. And the instructions are to shake and stir. And the description would be a refreshing drink. And from there, we can choose a file, which brings up this file explorer. Let me get into where all my images are. All right, and that would be group project 2, assets. And then let's look through here. What looks nice? This isn't exactly a mimosa, but I do love a mimosa, so let's just pick that image for now. Open right there, and then we can submit, and look at that. We have a new custom drink already on the screen. We have this box that says successfully created. You know, let's not X out of that. Let's just put it right there for now. So let's create a drink, shall we? So let's say we want a margarita. So we want to make a drink sale, and the customer's age, I'm 22, so let's just put that in there. Submit. But the problem is we don't have enough ingredients, so we tell the bartenders straight from there that the ingredients have been exceeded. Along with, you can see that we actually improved from the last time this screen. It was quite an ugly screen, ingredients all over the place, but now we have it nice and uniform, aligned with the image. Okay, so let's go with an old-fashioned then. Let's make a drink sale. Customer's age, 18. Of course, they're not allowed to serve, but maybe that was just a typo. We'll put in my age again. All right, so with this drink, we can serve the drink. It's been noted, but this new screen shows the recommendation. So the recommendation, given the time of day this is, given the month, given the year, given the given the day of the week, and the age of the drinker, it has recommended us the French 75. All right. And as you can see, all these tabs are open. Before, what you really had to do was you had to go through and delete all these tabs. But now, just one simple click, quit program, everything's saved. You don't have to worry about a thing. And just so we can kind of understand the machine learning model that we're working with, let's bring up the machine learning model code. So we started with a CSV file of sales, which we got directly from this sales.json, which we converted straight to a CSV, which you can see here, sales.json, sales to CSV. And then we convert it back into a CSV file, or a pandas data frame. From there, we have to format the data to get the response variables and the predictor variables. And then we have to split our data into train and test sets so we can validate our machine learning model. And here we can see the train data set for the predictors are customer age, day, month, and time. And the response variable is the drink ID. So the model that we decided to go with here was a neural network. And this is a neural network with a hidden layer size of 5 due to there being 4 predictors. Normally a hidden layer size of, +1 or +2 normally is what you want to go with. Random state 1 and iterations equal 1,000, which just means how many calculations that you're allowed to do in one loop, just so it doesn't infinitely go on forever. And from there, we pickled our data model. We put it into this file, which is this model. And as you can see in this code, we have the model right there, and we are importing the model right over here. You can import the model, and then from here is when it prints out the recommendation. So, given that this was test data, we can't necessarily give you any proper statistics because no actual users was using this, but we did create a pipeline that you can go straight from A to B using this data model and predicting drinks straight out of the box. So what's next? Well, first, I would like to try different machine learning models. A neural network is probably completely overkill for this. Neural networks are just cool. I just like to make them. And this was honestly my first Python neural network. I normally work in R, so this was a learning process for me. And it was a lot of fun, but I personally think maybe a k-nearest neighborhood or a logistic regression would do better with this data, but that's for future iterations. And from there, optimization. As you can see, when we started up our program, it did take a little bit to start up. That's because the libraries that we use, which was sklearn, did take a long time to import, which does add to the time it takes to boot up the program. And of course, something we had last time that we weren't exactly able to touch up last time, we would like to make UI improvements, maybe deploy this into a Django app or something different than Tkinter. Tkinter works fine, but web apps give you a lot more flexibility on styling. I would really like if you could comment down below any questions or comments that you have. I really appreciate the time you took to listen to this presentation, and you have a nice day.